Okay, welcome everybody to day 3. Welcome ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The very first event we have on the West Lake is actually a ski-off between Kelly Blank and Elena McClung for a spot in the Open Women's Slalom Final. The Junior Girls Trick event will follow after that with Zoe Duncan, Alexis Dix, Charlotte Maguire, Emma McKenzie, Ellie Keane, Lindsay Jack, Macy Peebles and Amara Bruns. We haven't seen these Junior Girls Trick as yet at this tournament because there's only 8 junior girls compete, which means they all go into the semi-final. And essentially they are only skiing 2 rounds of tricks, the semi-final and then the final. So that might be a little bit confusing when you're looking at results and starting orders online. Those semi-finals and you're thinking, well, hey, why is it the semi-final when we haven't even seen these girls ski yet? But that's just how the computer is set up, and that's just how we go with the flow. So all the junior girls, all 8 junior girls have not tricked as yet. They all go into the semi-final, and it's the semi-final junior girls that we're going to see after the ski-off between Elena McClung and Kelly Black. So Elena and Kelly both scored 11.8 in slalom in the semi-final for Open Women's. So that means when you select the top 5 to go into the final, you pull the top 3 scores from the semi-final and then the next 2 top scores over the 2 rounds. So we need to decide who the 3rd top scorer is in the semi-final. Once we identify who that is, we can then look at the next 2 top scores from the first round. Interesting thing though, regardless of the outcome with this ski-off, Kelly Blank will be in the finals regardless because she has the 2nd top score going into the final after Faith Dix. So at this point in time, we're guaranteed that Ashley Kate will make it to the final, Georgia Mathis will make it to the final, and Faith Dix will make it to the final. And Kelly Blank will make it to the final. But will it be Elena McClung or will it be Donna Gibson? It depends on this ski-off. So a lot of pressure for the girls. Conditions are great. Ben Groen, how are you?
I am outstanding this morning. It's a little bit chilly, got my hoodie on, a little breeze, I feel comfy.
Yeah, we've got a whole full days of skiing here. A little bit of a break before the night jump. Are you pumped for your jump event?
I am, yeah. I was all ready to jump yesterday. Obviously the conditions were deservedly so deemed a little unfit for skiing, especially in the jump. So we kind of got put on hold. We're jumping in about 10 minutes here and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, we're fortunate here because the actual original schedule had the skiing and the competition on the West Lake be completed by yesterday at 11 o'clock. So we actually didn't have any events on the West Lake after the under-23 semi-final, but we moved the Open Women's Slalom semi-final from the East Lake to the West Lake because of the wind. So that should have concluded competition on the West Lake. But because we could not proceed with the jump yesterday afternoon, we've had to use the West Lake again today just to catch up on the schedule. So we'll have a whole heap of jumping on the East Lake, which is lake number 1, and that will start shortly. But right now on the West Lake, we've got the ski-off between Kelly and Elena, and then we're launching straight into the Junior Girls Trick event. What did Team New Zealand get up to last night, Ben?
Team New Zealand played it pretty cool last night. The juniors went out for a bit of a formal dinner with the Australian juniors, under supervision of course. And the rest of us oldies, we all went down to the Criterion, had a little meal around 6-7 o'clock, and then I think I was wrapped up in bed by 8:30.
Yeah, there was an officials dinner last night as well. They all went on a boat and they went out on the Greater Lake of Moala. I happened to be on a pontoon boat and we passed them and they were making a lot of noise. What do you think happened there?
You know, those officials can be a bit of a rowdy bunch, Giz, you know, and they only got a half day yesterday, so they had plenty of energy in them. They had to let loose, I'm sure.
Yeah, and they had to drink a lot because it was really hot, so they had to stay hydrated. So, yeah, but the mood and the noise coming off that boat as we passed them was definitely jovial. Let's hope they don't have headaches this morning and that they can do what they need to do with judging our skiers. I'm not too sure who's going to be first off the dock. Perhaps they tossed a coin for that. I don't know how that's decided when it's a ski off. Perhaps if someone knows how that's decided, you can fill me in and let me know, because I don't know how it's decided who the first skier would be in the ski off. Okay, one suggestion would be the seating score. Otherwise, it may be the score from the first round, maybe. So Elena looks to be on the start dock there. She's got her earplugs in. Both these ladies ski with earplugs in their ears. They've both had problems with water in their ears, which is not good. Do you ski with earplugs, Ben?
I do not, no. I skied with them at one point, had an ear infection when I first moved to Florida, and just didn't really feel comfortable skiing with them. So like most groans do, I just ignored the doctor's advice, removed the earplugs, and we've been okay since.
Well, that's great. At least it's consistent with the Groans ignoring doctor's advice. There's been many occasions where that's the case. I think Fred Groan's the biggest culprit with that. So it looks like Elena McClung is in the water, so she'll be skiing first. So if you've only just tuned in, we've got Elena McClung and Kelly Blank skiing off for the third spot in the Open Women's Slalom Final. You got the timer there, Ben?
Yes, we do. So it looks like Elena's going to be coming in fourth here, Giz. I'll run the timer here and you can call it.
Okay, well, she's getting herself set. She's wearing a neck brace. She did injure her neck towards the end of last year, so she's just being safe. Nice clean crosses there. Solid across the wake. She was very pleased to see that the water was glass this morning as opposed to yesterday's chop. And she's crossing all the way to the end. 7, okay. Well, a bit of a bobble there right towards the end as the boat was shutting down, but 7's a good score for her. 7's a good first pass score. I do have a radio here. Let's see if it's working, and let's see if the officials will talk to me. We've got the night jump on tonight, which is very exciting. Our main sponsor for the night jump is McRae. They sell Malibus and Chevs and Nissans. They have a display on site. Have you had a chance to have a look at that, Ben?
I have. I mean, those boats are they are big boats, aren't they, Giz? And you know, I never really thought I'd see a lot of Chevs over here, but they seem to be really kicking off. There's plenty of them kicking around. I tell you what, if I was living here, that's the truck I'd be driving. What do you call it, a truck, Giz, or is it a ute?
I don't know. It just costs a lot of money to fill the tank. Same with the boats. I mean, seriously, like you go and fill your boat up and you know, it's over $200. What's with that? Okay, we've got a provisional score back for Elena's first pass of 6.8. So you were almost there, Ben.
Yeah, just a little behind there. I think I started the timer a little late. The judges are probably pretty hot on it in the boat there. You know, first thing, coffee's running through the system still. I think as the day goes on, our timers will probably realign.
Yeah, well, okay, well, 15 seconds is 15 seconds. I guess it's just when you start it that counts. Sometimes you get so excited watching the skier on the screen, you forget to start the timer. I think I did that about half a dozen times yesterday. But anyway, Elena McClung, a solid 6.8 on the first pass. This is a tie runoff for a place in the final in the Open Women's Slalom. So she's on the far side of the wake, getting set up. Okay, that's 1, 2, standing very nice and high. 3, whoops, early down on that one. 4.5, 5. Six even with a cut, 5.5.
Yeah, and this is a interesting situation here too, Giz, with this runoff. The way it works, you take the top 3 scores from round 2 and the 2 highest scores after that. These 2 girls tied for that third place position in round 2. So they're competing for the third seed spot out of the second round. And the interesting part about it is Kelly Blank skied a lot better in the first round. So if she wins this runoff, she'll take the third seed spot. Elena will lose that third seed spot, and she'll also end up missing out on the finals. Kelly's score, even if she's to lose the ski off, she'll be the 4th highest score, and she'll still sneak into the finals. So it's a bit of a tactical play on Kelly's part. I think she's kind of thinking about the overall, and I think she's hoping to kind of maybe, I think her and Elena and Faith Dix are probably pretty tied up. I haven't done the math, but they're pretty tight for that third place spot behind Georgia and Ash there. So I'm guessing the 3 of them are kind of going toe to toe, and they're going to want to try to keep an eye on each other's scores here as they move to the finals.
Well, Kelly Blank's personal best coming into this tournament was 12.4. Elena's personal best is 12.8. Her provisional for this ski off is a total of 12.3. So that's nice skiing from Elena under pressure. We've now got Kelly Blank rolling over, electing to go backwards first. There's no breeze, so it's a 50-50 choice really. Normally skiers go with the breeze backwards and against the breeze backwards and with the breeze forwards. That's one cross. She's also nice and tall like Elena was. They have a very tall style. Yeah, similar style. That's 4, 5. They're all clean. 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, 5 crosses plus a zone 3. Nice steady skiing there from Kelly. We'll just wait for the provisional from the radio.
You know, sometimes you get in these situations, you almost don't want to know what your provisional score is when you get to the other end. Someone in Kelly's position there, she probably heard Elena's score out of the boat. She's thinking she needs a 12. She's just put a 5 and change up. It's like, whoa, okay. Got to do a nice clean run here and put it on. Sometimes it's better just not to know and just go out there and do your thing. So 5.6 out of the boat there provisionally for Kelly. So that's what we call big is. So she needs about a 6.8 or more to sneak ahead of Elena, provisionally speaking, of course. And I think she's usually at about a 6.5 pace forward, so she'll probably be having to push for everything she's got on the second run.
Yeah, she definitely won't be able to rest on her laurels. So, yeah, it's well, Kelly electing to ski this ski off means she's got a lot of skiing today. She's got at least 2 rounds of jump. I don't know what else the open skiers have got scheduled for today. I really only have the first 2 events on the West Lake at the moment. So, and then you've got jumping on Lake 1, but eyes on the screen. Kelly Blank coming in for her second pass. This is the open women's ski off for place number 3 in the final. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just taking a steady pace there. Kelly doesn't seem to be getting out of shape in any way, so she's just found a rhythm and she's going to stick with it.
I'm going to guess about a 7.72 there. Pretty clean on those crossings there, Ludo. What do you think? Pretty clean? Yeah, so that seems to be the missing link up here. We seem to be off on the timer quite a bit compared to that boat timer sometimes. But I'm going to guess Kelly Blank probably had a 7 there. There you go. So provisional score out of the boat, 7 on her second pass. That's the provisional score for Kelly Blank, 12.6. Lane McClung with a 12.3. So this is just one judge's opinion out of the boat there. They're going to have to go back and score these sheets. You know, that one judge could have cut Elena, but the other 2 could have paid her, and that 6 there could have given her a 12.8. So this is going to go down to the wire here. We'll have to wait and see what those score sheets say.
Well, I reckon they're going to want to watch the video as well when those score sheets come in. But next we've got our junior girls semi-final tricks. We've got Zoe Duncan, an independent from Australia. Sticks, an independent from the USA. We've got Charlotte Maguire, Team NZ. Emma Mackenzie, Team NZ. Ellie Keane, reserve for the Australian team, Australian junior team. Lindsay Jack for the Australian junior team. Macy Peebles for the Australian junior team. She's leading in the slalom. And then we've got Amara Bruns from the USA. All the best in the jump event, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, Giz. All the best down here. Hopefully we get plenty of coverage. And good luck to all the girls and boys tricking here.
Thanks, Ben. So, we've got 8 junior girl trickers coming through. Big thank you to our major sponsors, Yarrawonga Holiday Park, Moama Bowling Club, Skinski Surf and Coolabah Turf. Also, Absolute Enterprises, Coolamon, and our bronze sponsors are Zambrero, Williams, Footway Solutions, R&R Quality Homes, who are also providing the 16-piece band at our night jump tonight, and in conjunction with McGrath, basically sponsoring our night jump. Express Sharpening, Eagle Fuels, Insurance House, and Vessel Corp. Here we go already. Sit down, stand up to do. Sit down, stand up to 1. That was actually nice skiing from Zoe. She does struggle with her reverse. She's a Gold Coast girl from Queensland. We'll wait for a provisional from the boat. First toe that she did there was nice. So while we're waiting for the turnaround time on the West Lake, we've got our first jumper on the water on the East Lake, and it's Brendan Page, Open Men's Jump Semi-Final. I don't have a running order for...
30 seconds. Can I get a slow tilt? Are you guys ready?
Oh yes I do. So we've got Lachlan Tressida and Brendan Page on the East Lake Open Men's Jump Semi-Final. On the West Lake, I don't have any vision, so it's just what's going on behind me. But I do have vision of the West Lake. Zoe Duncan, Australian independent skiing. Her brother Toby says she'll be doing a back deep, so I guess after that she'll be doing some 1-foots, but I think that's probably it. She's got her back deep. Mum and Dad are excited. Mum's actually in the boat, but Dad's excited. I can hear him screaming. She's stuck in the wash there, but let's see if she can make it out. She can still do a 1-foot if she can just make it outside the wash. Move that handle, Zoe. And she's just let go. Well, that's still good for Zoe. She has been struggling with her back deep. Next skier on the water is Alexa Sticks, independent skier from the USA, sister of Faith Dix, who's been skiing really well in the open women's division. Okay, provisional from the boat. Total for Zoe Duncan is 740. So, at this point in time, Zoe's leading in the junior girls semi-final, and we have Lockie Tressida in the water approaching the jump. I think it may be his second jump. I don't have any vision. I don't know if the live stream's on from the boat for the jumping, but we're definitely online with our junior girls tricks. So Alexis Dix is our next junior girl tricker. Skiing is an independent for the USA. Her personal best trick score is 560. So perhaps she may not take the lead from Zoe Duncan with 740, and that means the 740 for Zoe Duncan would definitely be a personal best. So great to see so many personal best scores go down at a World Championships, and just confirming Zoe Duncan's personal best coming into this tournament was 500, so she's just improved on that by 240. That's good skiing from Zoe. So Alexis Dix coming out of the US winter season to ski in our hot summer days here. Doing a forwards deep water start. Oh, to 2. I thought she'd be doing it to 1. She looked like she was set up to do to 1, but it was only to 2. And here we go. We've got starting up with a rope on toe. That's a lovely rope on toe. A lovely reverse rope on toe. 1 foot wave reverse. 1 foot reverse, wave, bunny hop, sit down, stand up to 2, sit down, an attempted stand up to 1, but no credit. But how nice were those toe holds, both the basic and the reverse. They're worth 100 points each. I'm not even going to try and do the math in between on my own while listening to the radio because I might miss it. So we'll wait and see for the provisions. Okay, Andrea's just given me some more information to go by with in terms of some seed scores for the jump event. We don't have any seed scores for our junior girls trickers because this is the first time they've tricked at this tournament. I can look back to see what their personal best scores may have been. So just listening out for Alexis' provisional trick score.
No try in that one, it's like back deep.
Oh, Alexis Dix is on fire. First pass provisional is 520. Her personal best coming into this competition is 560. Fair to say she's going to smash that, especially if she nails this back deep. It's a 200-point start. I wasn't settled from the start. I wonder what her call was because it just looked a bit fast for her. If she called a slow out of the deep, that was definitely not a slow. Well, looks like she may be offered an optional rewrite. I would say she'd take it. Yeah, rewrite is definitely being offered. The radio has confirmed that. Mark Mulford, how are you? Are you here to help me?
Yes.
I've appreciated your help all this week. There's the radio. You're in charge of that. So, Alexis Dix, she missed her back deep mark, but she was offered a rewrite. This is her second pass in the junior girls tricks. So let's hope she nails this back deep. If she nails this back deep, she'll improve on her personal best by 220 points. That's before she even starts tricking. So that's great work for World Championships. on the jump course, we've got Lachlan Tressida and Brendan Page on the water. So Lachlan's first round jump was 20.3. Brendan Page was 21.3. And then we'll have Everett Artson Jr. with 22.2, along with Mikey Caruso with a 22.2 on the jump course. On the West Lake, Lake 2, we're just waiting for Alexis Dix to come in. Let's hope she nails this back deep. That looks like a more steady pull. She's got a plan. Stay down there, wait for the pull, stand up. Yes, and she nails it. That's excellent. That's good news. Doesn't matter, she gets paid for that start without a doubt. That'll give her a 720. That's 220 better than a personal best coming into this competition. I'm pretty sure her sister Faith is on the start dock cheering her on. Unfortunately, she's going to have a long walk back to the dog. Hopefully she makes her way through those reeds without any drama. Our next junior girl skier, Team New Zealand, Charlotte Maguire. Good morning, Justin. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Are you excited for today?
Yeah, pretty excited.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Junior boys slalom final.
Junior boys slalom final. Okay. They got a trick first, though. Are you looking forward to watching the tricks?
Yeah.
Okay, Justin just missed out on making the semi-final junior boy tricks. They took 11 into the semi-final. He was skier number 12, but he skied his best. That's okay. He's still happy. He's still got, like, how many more junior worlds ahead of you?
3.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely 3. How old are you?
11.
11. So definitely 3 more junior worlds to go under your belt, buddy. So just take it all in your stride. So Charlotte Maguire, will she be doing a flying back deep? New Zealand? What's her run? Does anyone in New Zealand here know what her run is?
68. And that's all I know.
What is it?
Starts with the flying tumble to 1, I think. I'll let you know, I'm making this up.
A forwards flying tumble to 1. Okay, so she's not doing a back flyer just yet. Tumbles, toe, sit down, stand up there. Yeah, that's definitely forwards. Forward, tumble to 1. No, she'll come into screen soon. There she is. For those of you that have met Charlotte, I don't know if I'd pay that 1 foot stand up. She's a hoot. She's lots of fun, always smiling. That's a better stand up to 1, nice and clean. So she's done 1 foot, 1 hands, 1 foot, 1 hands, going up for a toe. Come on, keep yourself steady, Charlotte. Oh, and she's taken a fall. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, James, will Charlotte be coming in backwards or forwards for a second pass?
She'll come in forwards.
Come in forwards, so she'll get another chance to do her front toe holds. What else is she going to do?
A few tumbles.
Okay, a few more tumbles, hopefully to 1, because she didn't quite nail the 1 foot stand up on the way down on her first pass. All right, straight from the chief judge, Mike Molesky. Kelly Blank did win the runoff against Elena to make it to the finals with a 12.6. So that's really unfortunate for Elena. So our open women's skiers going into the final will be Ashley Kate, Georgia, Kelly Blank, Faith Dix and Donna Gibson. Okay, so brother James has advised that Charlotte will be coming back in forwards for her second pass, and she'll probably try and nail more of those tumble turns to 2. She fell on a toe hold as well, so she may even go up for a toe hold and make sure they count.
It could be me, bro. I'm right, eh? Yeah, you're on. I'm on. 30 seconds.
Oh, 370 points there for Charlotte for her first pass, provisional from the boat.
Yeah, just out to
370. 370.
one turns into a sitting really easily.
Okay, here we go. Eyes to the left on the West Lake. Charlotte doing a deep water start to 1. That's a wave reverse. They're 10 points each. Sit down, stand up to 2. Then she's going for a tumble turn. And attempting a 1-foot stand up. Nah, not sure if that would be paid, but she's going to repeat her toes. Or just her basic toe, and she's going down again for another tumble turn. That's interesting. Most skiers would call a slightly higher speed to do toes and 1-foot tricks, and maybe a slower speed to do tumble turns. But I think she's probably called the same speed for both passes there, mixing up the tumble turns and the rope on toe. So 370 provisional on her first pass. Let's wait and hear from the boat for her second pass. The 2 jumpers we have on Lake 1, our East Lake, currently Bevan Kelly for Team New Zealand and Everett Artson Jr. from Finland. Okay, 220 provisional for Charlotte Maguire on her second pass, total of 590. Our leader is still Zoe Duncan with 740, followed by Alexis Dix and Charlotte Maguire with 590. So we've got 8 junior girls tricking. Only 5 of them will progress to the final. So our next skier on the water is Emma McKenzie. I don't think I have a skier profile here for Emma McKenzie, but it's her first time skiing for New Zealand, and Mum's here. Where's Mum? Hi, Mum. Hi, Lee. What can you tell us about Emma?
Emma will do my tumble to 2. She can find step ups, and then I have a complete blank. Oh, she does a whole bunch of tumbles.
Okay, well, we'll get back to Lee in a minute. We've got a 1-foot wave reverse. Tumble turn to 2. Nice and steady, even tumbling there. 2 360s, 2 180s, nice and tidy. 1-foot reverse. Sit down, stand up to 2, wave reverse. Nice tidy skiing there from Emma McKenzie. So how long has Emma been barefooting, Lee?
She's been barefooting for ages. Competing, not as long. But yeah, I can't remember.
That's okay. You need to put the food on the table and fill up the boat with fuel. That's your job. Okay. The Hall sisters have just arrived on site and now they've disappeared. Aha! I'll get them on the mic soon. Okay, so we're still waiting for a provisional for Emma McKenzie. First time representing New Zealand. Team New Zealand is excited. They've got Bevan Kelly on the water jumping on Lake 1, and they've got Emma McKenzie tricking on Lake 2.
Slow, medium to 38 to 61.
Slow, medium to
38.
So Emma's been barefooting a while, and it actually shows in her stance. She's very solid. She's got a very good BSP, barefoot skiing position. And her provisional from the boat in her first pass is 490.
10.
So will she go backwards or will she go forwards? Let's wait and see. Definitely backwards from Team NZ in the commentary box. Nice plan. And up she comes. Nice start there from Emma McKenzie. She's skiing on our side of the wake. And we have a 1 foot, nice and high, a 1 foot reverse. That's 400 points already in this pass. What's she got left? And that's it's another 1 foot. She's just trying to decide whether to do a 1 foot, 1 hand or a back toe. Is that what's going through her head? Actually, I think she's just happy with that. She's just going to ski it out. Nice skiing there from Emma. Emma's previous personal best coming into this competition is 910. She scored 490 in her first pass, and so I'm guessing 890 for a total. Let's see if I can do the math correctly. Okay, total of 890 for Emma McKenzie. We have a new leader in our junior girls semi-final. So 890 for Emma McKenzie. Only 20 points short of her personal best. So that's good skiing for Emma. This is the first time our junior girls are trekking at this event. So they're just shaking out the cobwebs. It's been a long tournament for them so far. Because there's only 8 of them, they do only ski 2 rounds. Every other age division is skiing 3 rounds. So they've had to sit around on day 1 and not ski at all and just watch the others ski. So it's been hard for them to stay excited, especially in this heat. It's been really, really hot. Our next skier on the water, our reserve for our Australian team,
10
Ellie Keane. Ellie's personal best score coming into this competition in tricks is 1,030. She's been training really hard with the Australian junior team, and she's just done a back flyer. She hasn't been doing those for very long. Nice plant there from Ellie, and she's outside the wake. Not too sure if she's doing a back bunny hop yet, but she's definitely trying a back 1 foot, leaning away there. Can't really see her back. And she's, okay, so she's on a 1 foot, then she's going up for a back toe, riding up the wake a little bit. Won't get credit, I don't think she let go with her left hand. She's going for a 1 foot, 1 hand. I would pay that. I would pay the 1 foot, 1 hand, but I wouldn't pay the back toe. You know, it's a real mental block with some of these skiers, especially the girls, with doing their reverse. Ellie just did her basic 1 foot, then she went up for her basic toe hold, and then did a 1 foot, 1 hand again with her basic foot. It's taken years to get her to do reverse 1 foot forward weight crosses. I'm hoping it's not going to take that long to get her to do reverse backward 1 foots, but for some reason, I don't know, there's just that mental block doing the reverse trick after you've learnt the basic. I'm guilty as charged as well. I've never done a reverse front to back. I do 3 turns, but I just couldn't do that reverse front to back. Falling and dislocating my shoulder may have something to do with that, but yeah, so I never got to the point of doing 4 turns.
What would you like, Ellie?
But as you find with a lot of skiers, they do make the best of what they're best at, and they do sort of come up with trick runs that may not be your usual bread and butter trick runs, but they're trying to sort of maximise what they're most confident in. So maybe not so much with the junior girls, but with the junior boys we might see a bit of more creativity with the trick runs. Okay, doing a tumble up to one. Nice start there from Ellie. 1 foot reverse, 1 foot reverse. Going up for a rope on toe. And a rope on toe reverse. And sit down, stand up to one, sit down, stand up to one reverse, and a sit down, stand up to two, 1 foot, wave, wave. She'll be happy with that. I think that's the best I've ever seen Ellie trek. So that's really good. I'll have to have a word to her though, because on her skier profile the question is, do you have any sponsors? And her answer is yes. I think her sponsors would probably require a little bit more than that than just yes. So these juniors just need a little bit of prompting, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of education of what having a sponsor actually means. So our next skier on the water, our third seed in the semi-final junior girls tricks, Australian junior team skier Lindsay Jack. Lindsay's from up north. She's from northern Queensland, so she's a member of the Northern Region Barefoot Club.
Medium 6'5", backwards flyer.
30 seconds.
Oh, I think we've progressed to Mikey Caruso and Brett Swanbomb being our jumpers. Both both US team members on the open team in the open men's semi-finals.
10 seconds. Going in here, staying in here.
Franksy and Ludo, Peter Franks and Ludo, you're required for the next boat change on the West Lake, judging our junior boys tricks. So Lindsay Jack doing a back deep there with the flyer bonus. Thank you, Justin. That's a 1 foot reverse, going up for a 1 foot one hand, and going up for the reverse. There you go. And what are we going to see next? A bunny hop? Are we going to see anything else? No, we're not. So a flying backwards deep water start to 2. Then a 1 foot reverse, 1 foot one hand, 1 foot one hand reverse, and then a bunny hop. That's good skiing from Lindsay. We'll have to wait for the provisional from the boat. Her personal best coming into this event is 1,100 points, so she's on track to matching that or exceeding that. Interesting thing about the 1 foot one hand, the description of the trick is that the foot can touch the rope but cannot touch the toe piece, and your wave has to be above your shoulder. Now, I don't know if you paid attention, but there's a lot of skiers, Lindsay Jack included, that are now lifting their hand backwards. So they're trying to lift their hand backwards up above their shoulder rather than bringing it all the way to the front and lifting it up above their shoulder in front of them. It is very time efficient to do it that way, but I don't know, with my shoulders, they're not flexible enough to wave backwards higher than my shoulder. So I guess these younger ones are more limber, and they definitely do the trick, the 1 foot one hand reverse backwards more efficiently by waving in that way. Provisional for Lindsay Jack, first pass is 800. She's definitely on track. So all she really needs to do is a No, all she really needs to do is 300 points. Okay, she's not doing a toe up, she's doing a forwards 1 foot stand up. That's 100 points. So she's got another 200 to do in this pass to equal her personal best. Nice 1 foot stand up there. 100 point start. Wave 1 foot reverse. Tumble turn to 1. Tumble turn reverse to 1. There you have it. Whatever she does, it's over her personal best coming into this event. She should be very happy with that pass. Nice clean skiing. Definitely over 1100, I would say, total. Macy Peebles, our local junior girl, lives at Bundalong, just down the road. Skis a hell of a lot on these lakes. She's determined. She's got her eye on the overall. She's leading in slalom at the moment, and she's our second seed in the junior girls semi-final tricks. Macy's personal best coming into this event is 1260. Amara's personal best is 1300. So absolutely nothing in it between our next two skiers. Okay, personal best score for Lindsay Jack. Total score provisional from the boat 1340. So that's an improvement on 1100 as a personal best, and she takes the lead in our junior girls semi-final.
30 seconds. Someone take this. Okay, Joey, can you tell me the start for us?
Float affair, medium 6-6.
I'm sorry, but they must have been busy in the boat. We have not got a provisional score for Ellie Keane, but I think it's safe to say that Lindsay's got the lead with 1340, but then we've got Macy and Amara to go. Our next event on the West Lake will be our junior boys trickers. I'm going to have Rob Groen here to help me call that, because a lot of these junior boys are doing multiple turns. And being a level 1 judge, he's got a sharper eye than me. We've just seen a flying backward start from Macy. Will she nail it? Looks like she will. Rock solid. Here she is. Okay. Younger sister to Zali Peebles, who's skiing in the under-23s. Both these girls will be working at SeaWorld on the Gold Coast with Showtime. There's a 1 foot reverse. Doing a back toe. Bend that knee, Macy. Don't ride up the wake. And she's in the wake. Doing her 1 foot 1 hand. How's that? Just on the curl there. Oh, she's gone for a bunny hop and fallen. That was great composure by Macy. She was continually pulled back into the wake. She actually did that 1 foot 1 hand right on the crest of the wake. So she did well to compose herself and ski out that trick. So our next event, as I mentioned, is our junior boys trick event on the West Lake. Andrea, Peter Franks and Ludo are our judges. Don't know who our driver is, but they should be making their way down to the dock for the crew change. We've only got 2 passes being our top seed in our junior girls tricks. The running order for our junior boys will be Zeke Peebles, Lachlan Shearer, Cameron Payton, Martin Sear, Jerry Hankel, Tom Roberts, Noah Kinnaman, Carter Bowerman, Oval Sear, Fletcher Bull, and then Brett Swanbomb. So 11 junior boy trickers to come. Lots of tricking action coming.
No, that one. We'll take it down.
Middle dock or the end dock?
End dock. End dock.
We'll just get into the boat first. Yes,
Yep. Can you climb in, Macy? Don't worry about the seat. Rubbing up when you get wet. And the power different.
going to be just a little bit of drama on our East Lake, Lake 1. Mikey Caruso is a big, strong guy, and we suspect that he may have broken the tower on the towboat on the East Lake. But not to worry, we've got 2 other spare boats on the bank, so it'll just be a short delay if we need to swap boats. But anyway, I'll try and keep you updated on that.